This demo leverages intelligent process management solutions in a capital expenditure investment request scenario to digitalize and automate manual and time-consuming processes with full visibility and control. In this demo, we'll see how the expense approval process can be visualized, optimized, automated, and monitored by going through 3 different perspectives and roles. We'll start with the department head who's looking for a new office building for a new team. As you can imagine, the request has to go through a list of approvers, and we'll explore how SAP Workflow Management Service helps with their decision-making process. Lastly, we'll look at how process owners can manage and improve process steps for CAPEX expenses across the organization. First, let's take a look at the perspective of the employee submitting the CAPEX approval request for a new office building for a growing team. The requester enters all required details in a centrally managed space where approval phases are made visible, making next steps and who is carrying out these steps for the request clear. This digitized workflow automatically sends the request to a sequence of approvers before the commitment for this investment is made. As you'd expect, there are several decision criteria for the approval process, and business rules can be used to manage these efficiently, which we'll take a look at later. This request then arrives to the initial approver's central inbox. The first approver in this process is the local manager. The inbox provides a single source of truth for all concurrent requests or projects in different transactional systems, including the CAPEX approval process just received. With all tasks in view, the manager can make faster decisions with financial visibility and transparency. From the inbox, the approver can send the CAPEX request back to the submitter for rework, citing that the investment is too expensive. The action to rework this request is sent back to the original submitter's inbox, who can view and take action on the step in the same interface, providing a simple user experience for accessing tasks and updating. Once the local manager has approved the request, it's automatically sent to the vice president for the next level approval. Typically, the approver will be notified about the request through email. But instead of viewing and managing the outstanding tasks in the inbox, like the approval process up to this point, the vice president can leverage conversational AI to understand the state of all outstanding tasks by status and phase or process areas as performance KPIs, allowing them to interact using natural language and update CAPEX requests in real time. Let's take a look now from the process owner's perspective, whose responsibility isn't necessarily to approve or reject expense requests, but configure and optimize workflows to avoid potential bottlenecks and errors to everyday processes. To do this, they must have real-time visibility into each phase in the process path and have the autonomy to ensure it's streamlined and compliant for effective task management, status collection, and project troubleshooting. In a dashboard view for CAPEX approvals, the process owner can monitor KPIs on investments and drill down into requests across the organization or by region to understand current and past process performance. The insights gained can be used and further analyzed through machine learning to predict process risks prior to impacting the business. From this overview, users can also drill down on specific requests to monitor its progression across different approval phases and the path through each approval action. While monitoring these workflows, process owners in each line of business can also alter approval workflow steps and set business rules without involvement from IT to optimize the process. Fields in the request form are configured by process owners to determine the necessary information required for an approval to be submitted. Business rules, based on required approvers and maximum investment amounts for types of CAPEX requests, automate decisions and ensure compliance without manual intervention, eliminating administrative tasks that result in bottlenecks in the approval process. As a result of the end-to-end transparency in managing the approval processes and flexibility for process owners to optimize the workflow, decision-making for CAPEX approvals can be achieved quickly. The requesters and approvers are empowered with reduced administration and a simple user experience to dedicate more time in more high-value decisions. Organizations as a whole can do more with less. As requirements evolve, process owners can flexibly adapt to business needs and new business model innovations, while ensuring clear audit trails and maintaining compliance.